If you were doing the kettlebell clean, the squat press, the thruster, the kettlebell thruster, and you're not doing that correctly, or you feel like you're having shoulder pain, back pain, and you're not sure how to do it right, and you want to learn how to do it right, then this video is for you. So stick around this video, and I will show you how to do that correctly. The kettlebell squat and press, also known as the kettlebell thruster. All right, so let's do that right now. Let's jump into it. So the kettlebell squat and press is an excellent exercise for full body training. I mean, you're doing the full squat, multiple muscle joints, the knee joint, the hip joint, a squat, a full lower body leg exercise, and you're doing a thruster. It's full range of motion, and you're getting a weight overhead with the kettlebell. If you just did this exercise by itself, you'd have an excellent workout. All right, I have workouts on that, which you've done this. But today I want to show you how to do it correctly, because you can do this exercise, but if you're doing it incorrectly, it can lead to injury, just like any exercise. So I'm going to show you how to do it right. So the kettlebell squat and press, one of my favorite exercises to do if I want a quick workout, full body workout. I want to engage my lower body, my upper body, shoulders, everything, full range of motion, and I'm limited on time, or I just want to get a good solid workout in. This is what I go to. All right. So how do you do that? So you got to break it down. You have to know, okay, what do I do setup wise, execution wise? How do I know how it feels? What feedback am I looking for? So I'm going to cover that today. So the kettlebell squat and press is an exercise. First, you just start out with most kettlebell exercises, you have to get into that rack position. All right. So you have to first start in that rack position, which first starts with how do you clean the bell. All right. So you either have your cheek clean, your floor clean, or your swing clean. So I have a detailed video. I'll link that in the description below, how to do the clean correctly and learn it the right way without banging up your forearms, learning it the safe way. But real quick, I'll cover, we're just going to go through a quick demo real quick. So you have your cheek clean, grabbing that bell, get into that rack position, or your floor clean, bell comes right around to that strong rack position here. Or if you need a heavier bell, you swing clean it up. All right. But the idea is get into that rack position. That's step one. All right. So the next step is the squat. So first you need to be in positioning we're going to go squat first, and then we're going to go press, because the squat comes first. Foot positioning for the squat is important. All right. So this is a 5-step system, because it is a squat and it is a press. All right. So the squat itself is an interesting exercise, because there are different ways you can have your feet, right? Front or to the side or wide, or there's a lot of different variations. With the kettlebell training, with what I teach, the best optimal way to do a squat, in my opinion, is toes slightly pointed out, about 10-15 degrees, because that opens up the hip. If you have your hips, if your feet are straight ahead, it's going to really tighten up your hip. You're not going to be able to open your hips freely. By slightly pointing them out, your hips can come outward and your knees come outward. They open up, so you have that range. It's like you're squatting into that hole. All right, deep hole with that squat. So that's the step on the squat itself. All right. So when you're doing the squat with the kettlebell thruster, if you're doing a single bell, which this video is about, you're going to be off-centered. All right. Your weight is going to be off-centered, and you are going to have to recenter that weight. You're going to have to recenter that bell. How do you do that? All right. The best way I suggest is just to hold this hand out here to help counter that weight. All right. That's the squat part of it. So once you get into that position, you're clean, you're in that squat position. All right. The next thing you have next step is going to be, of course, squatting it. But you're going to have to transfer the energy up overhead. You're going to have to thrust the bell up, hence the name thruster, using your leg power. All right. So the most important thing to remember when you're doing the thruster and transferring the energy is your hip transfer of your hip power. So as you're squatting into it, squat, and then as you come up, before you press it overhead, your hips are shooting forward, and that's the transfer of your leg power and energy to shoot the bell overhead or thrust it overhead. So If I have a belt here, squat, and I'm shooting it up. All right. I'm squatting down, power it up, shooting it overhead. All right. You'll know if you do it correctly when the bell shoots up and it gets lighter because you're using the power of your legs to shoot the bell overhead. Hence the name thruster. You're thrusting up with your legs. All right. Squat and then shooting it overhead. All right. That's also known as a what is the name? Can't think of the name of it. Thruster is generally what you call it, or squat to press, or a long cycle push press is what it's called. That's the name I was looking for. So it's a long cycle, meaning all the way down, long cycle, and you can push press is push press to the weight overhead. All right, so you're push pressing that weight by squatting first, and then at the end, you're transferring that energy up. All right, so how do we put all this together? So 5 simple steps, breaking it down. Just wanted to give you an overview of what it looks like. So first thing, again, is getting that bell into that rack position. You have to get that bell into the rack position because otherwise, I mean, you can't do anything. So you get to get the bell in the rack position first. All right. So what you're going to do is decide on the clean you're going to do. Clean it up, rack. All right. Step 1 is set up. Set up your feet about shoulder width apart, about 15 degrees out. And then you're going to do step 2, which is the squat portion, which is going to be the pull down. You're going to pull yourself down into that squat, pull, power it up. Step 3, power up is corkscrewing the heels in. Okay, abs engaged, power it up. And then step 4 is the transfer of that energy. All right, transfer the hip forward. All right, so squat and then power it up and shoot it up. Shoot those hips forward and shoot that bell overhead. All right, that's the step 4. Step 5 is bring it back down, controlled, and repeating that process, guys. So remember that if you focus on just these 5 steps, all right, set up, pull down, power it up, transfer of energy, and then just the reset. We'll call it the reset because you already do have a pull down. So we'll write that down real quick. So grab your notes if you're taking notes on this. So it's going to be, if I left room here, let me rate this. So again, step 1, of course, is the setup. All right, it's right thruster here. Okay, step 1 is the setup. So step 1, all right, setup. Step 2, pull down to the rack position. So pull down. All right. Step 3 is power up. Power up. Step 4 is transfer. Transfer that leg power energy to the press. So that is transfer. And step 5, guys, is just to reset. Reset meaning pulling the bell back into the rack position and then squatting again to reset for another rep. All right. So set up, pull down, power up, transfer, and reset. Right? So let's break that down. 5 steps. When you're doing this exercise, the squat to press or thruster, remember this. Set up, which involves the clean, foot position set up. Right? Step 2, pull down, abs braced, air in, hold, abs tight, pull down, power up, and then of course we transfer that energy up and then power it up. All right. So I wanted to show you the power up because that's important that you focus on the knees are tracking over and you're corkscrewing the heels up to keep them. You keep the outside of your legs fired so that your knees aren't bowing in. All right. So oftentimes, when you're doing a thruster, you're just focusing on squatting and getting the bell up as fast as possible. All right. That's how you can have knee injuries. So really quick, let's break it down to the power up part. You're squatting, all right, when you're squatting, just like a squat, any squat, rack squat, front squat, goblet squat, you're pulling down for the power up part. I want your heels corkscrewing in towards each other. That's going to keep your knees tracking right over your toes. It's going to keep them from bowing in. You're gonna feel it on the outside of your legs, your quads, your lateralis here. You're gonna know that's your feedback. Am I corkscrewing my heels out? You're gonna feel on the outside of your legs, corkscrew. These are gonna be nice and transferred, all right? Or tracked over the toes. When you do that correctly, you'll feel that, okay? I wanted to show you that before you go into the transfer. Once you got that down, then you can transfer that weight and power it up, all right? So, set up, transfer those, set those feet, pull down, power it up, corkscrew those heels, shoot that energy up, transfer, pull down, reset. All right, from the side. All right, high, clean it up, position your feet, pull down, power up, shoot it up, pull it back down, and then you can reset it, all right? Pull down, power up, transfer it up, pull it back down, all right? So those are the 5 steps, guys. Practice this setup. You don't have to do the clean each time, but it helps you practice your clean if you need help with your clean and getting that down, all right? So that's why I had it set up. Set up is part of that. So what I would do, what I suggest you do, start with 3 to 5 rounds of this, setting it up. All right, starting with the clean. So decide what clean are you gonna do, floor clean, cheek clean. Again, watch the video, I'll have that description below. And right here on how to do the clean correctly. Check that out after this. Set up, clean it up. All right, position your feet. Step 2, pull it down. Pull down involves pulling yourself down with your legs, bracing your abs. Power it up, corkscrew those heels, power breathe. Then transfer, and then reset, pulling you down, control it down, and then redo it, all right? Do it again, clean, set, pull down, power up, reset, do it again. Clean, pull down, power it up, transfer it up, pull it down, reset. All right. So if you're just newer to this, the clean is something you're still trying to learn, all right? I want you to focus, just make it simple. Just do the cheek clean when you're doing this. Cheek clean it, that's gonna get that rhythm, that's gonna get that rotation of the bell into that. Then you don't have to think so much about the clean. Because I know this gets a lot of people stuck is the kettlebell clean itself because it keeps banging your forearm, banging. Start with the cheek clean. Again, watch my video on how to do that. I'm going to break that down, how to do that correctly in the video, in description, in more detail. But for now, this is what you're going to do. I'm going to simplify it. 3 sets, set up, cheek clean it up, set your feet up. Step 2, pull it down, power it up, transfer, reset, set it down, cheek clean it up, pull it down, power it up, transfer energy, straight up overhead, pull it down like you're doing a pull-up, set it down, and last one, switch, all right, pull down, up, shoot it up overhead, pull it down, and set it down. 3 sets, guys. Focus on 3, and then just repeat on the other side. Rest, 30 seconds to a minute, 2 minutes, whatever you need to do. Practice this 5-step routine because once you get this down, then you can just do this all the time. You got to reprogram. You got to reprogram if you learn it incorrectly, or program it to your motor learning system. You have to really program from your brain, from your brain to your muscles in your body. You have to feel it's that muscle. You have to program that muscle memory, and you have to do it correctly. And that's how you do it with these 3 steps. All right, simplifying it: set up, pull down, power up, transfer, and reset. All right, making sure the whole time that your abs are braced, and you brace your abs by power breathing forward, engaging your core, making sure that's nice and tight. That's going to protect your back on the way down from that squat. All right, so the brace part is part of the pull down. All right, so set up, brace, abs are tight, pull, power it up. As you notice, I power breathe it up because I want my abs still braced. I want them tight still. pull it down, reset, tight, pull down, power it up, pull it down, reset, again, brace, that's part of the pull down, then pull down, up, transfer, pull it down, and reset. All right, guys, so practice this, keep doing this, and as you practice this, you're gonna get a workout in. Or my Harriet's up there, just doing these practice exercises, practicing these. Again, this is a full body exercise. You're squatting full range and you're fully pressing it overhead. This exercise itself is gonna get you a workout. As you practice these sets of 3 with the setup, the pull down, the power up, the transfer, and the pull down or the reset. Just practicing this for 3 sets of 3. You know, do you do 10 of those? That's 30 reps of those this exercise. Just practicing it. All right, you're gonna get a workout in. Right, practice the drills, practice the technique. Learn to approach as you start to learn the kettlebells, not so much as a workout. It is a workout. You're gonna get a workout in, but if you approach it first as a practice, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna learn these skills. I'm gonna learn them better. That's what I did when I first started learning how to use the kettlebell to get my certification, my level 1. You know, it's been a long time, but I first learned the skills, how to do these exercises, and that transferred to me getting a workout, burning fat, burning calories, getting fitter, getting stronger. And you know, as a side note, I lost over 35 pounds doing this. I went from 138 to about 203 or so-ish. And so just practicing, learning the drill, learning over and over and over. And then I started doing it in workouts because I knew how to do the technique right. So that's why I want you to learn is practice the drill first, practice the exercise first, practice it for the sake of just practicing it. Learn these technique exercises, and then you can go throw it into a workout. One of my workouts, one of my live weekly workouts, all right? Which I have every single day, not every single day, every single week on Wednesdays usually. As you could jump in and do with me once you get these technique drills down, all right? If you have any questions, guys, leave them in the comments below. I would want to help you learn these drills, skills properly, effectively, doing well, and learn them safely, all right? There's no reason to get injured with the kettlebell. That's why I'm here to teach you how to do them, to coach you, to guide you along the way, help you get a great workout as well. So you can get fit, you can get strong, you can, you know, just keep transforming your body, your mind, everything with the kettlebell the way I have, but in a safe way, not injuring yourself, avoiding the injuries, you know, that I've experienced and that I'm teaching you how to avoid. All right. So, and learning it and practicing this as a practice, as a technique, as just learning the drills is what's going to get you there. Don't jump the gun too soon. All right. Running to get into a full crazy workout. I do have workouts, but variations. I have beginner, I have a little more intermediate. This exercise is a little bit more. It can be beginner, intermediate, transferring, right? Again, the way it can be beginner is to cheat clean it and then just do the squat and then that press, all right? Transfer that energy. Transfer that energy, right? There's always a variation you can do. And if you have any questions, again, leave them in the comments for me below. I'll help you. I'll send you any guidance that you need on this, all right? Otherwise, guys, real quick before I forget, I have a brand new report I just came out with. My top 6 kettlebell exercises for men 35 plus to get fit, to get strong, to transform their body with the kettlebell the way I did, losing over 35 pounds from 238 to, 203 with the kettlebell. The top 6 exercises, how to do them, why, how to do them correctly, and how they help you get stronger and better and fitter, all right, guys? And at the same time, I also threw in my power mindset technique, the way I start every single one of my days to get strong, to get focused, to get strong, to get focused on what I want to achieve that day, channeling my mind to doing that and focusing on that. All right, you got to set your mind up from the beginning, take control of your mind right away from the beginning to start your day strong and to go into your day with power, right? I threw that in. I want to give that for you for free. That's absolutely free report in the description below. Grab that if you need that. Otherwise, guys, thanks for showing up today. Thanks for showing up for my kettlebell squat and press or thruster demonstration video. Again, practice sets of 3 to 5. my 5-step system: the setup, the pull down, the power up, the transfer, and the reset. Rewind. Rewatch this video if you need to. Practice, practice, practice. You're going to get a workout in either way, and get this drilled down. So when I have another live video workout, you know how to do this exercise. When I'm doing this as part of the workout, you know how to do it right and safely. All right, guys, have an awesome day, guys. I'll see you in the next video here. I'm going to link the clean video so you can grab that video and learn how to do the clean right, because that's the essential video for you to learn how to do this exercise. All right. Otherwise, if you liked it, guys, let me know. Let me know what you liked about it. Let me know any comments you have. If you know someone that needs to know how to do this video, or is looking how to try to learn this, or they're just getting into kettlebells, or that you know would benefit from this, share with them. All right. Send it to them. Let's get the spread the word of safe and effective kettlebell training, doing it safely, enjoying the process, and just taking over our body, our mind, everything we have. You know, our everything we have. Just our focus for the day, right? Becoming the best version of ourselves. We're doing it with this kettlebell training as the centerpiece of what we do to train and get stronger and get better. All right. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. Have an awesome day. Train strong. Get after it. Practice the clean squat and press thruster video or exercise in this video, and just get better at it every single day. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for showing up, watching this video, staying with me from the beginning to the end. I'll see you next time. An awesome day. Train strong. Get after it. Focus on what you want and go for it. You got this. Have an awesome day.